It is difficult dealing with people as an individual, but it's more difficult being a leader. Leadership is gained automatically or by qualification. Once you are born onto this planet Earth, you are automatically a leader. Welcome to Ekusan Free, where we talk about life and its principles, challenges, experiences, lessons, and many more. Kindly subscribe, like, share, comment, and also click on the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you'll be able to watch with your family, friends, and loved ones. For our homes to be in order and peaceful, we need good leadership. Likewise, for good productivity in our various working environments, there must be effective leadership. Today, we get to talk about some of the principles or abilities to develop into having good leadership in both our homes and in our various working environments. So let's start with our homes. Are you a guardian, a parent, or even an older sibling? Develop the habit of serving and not to be served. A good leader is the one that serves and not the one that waits to be served. Jesus Christ of Nazareth was and is one of the greatest leaders, and he said, "For I came to serve and not to be served." Serving your wife or children as the head of the family will never change anything or your position or even your name or anything about you, but to rather bring joy, harmony, peace, unity, and increase the love that the family shares. It will rather make the children more relaxed, and it will also help them to grow to be a better dad. Okay, so 2, don't be too bossy to learn. Never assume that our kids know nothing. In fact, our younger generation know better than we do. Whenever they are trying to explain or teach you something, calm down to their level and listen to them. For you to be able to correct their mistakes. For all you know, what they are saying is the wrong thing. So if you do not listen to them, how will you be able to correct their mistakes? So let us calm down to their level and not be too bossy. You know, life has never stopped teaching us. Therefore, we will never stop learning. And learning doesn't matter the type of person that you learn from. The very thing that is important is the message. So let us calm down to their level. Learn from our wives and our children as the head of the family. Okay, so 3, be very careful with your words whenever you are angry. Children will always provoke us. They will always be stubborn. They will never cease to be stubborn. So let us be mindful of our words, the words that we use on them. In most African homes, we like to curse children whenever they provoke us. Cursing is never an option. Most of us are suffering as a result of curses that were placed in our lives when we were growing up. We have come to understand, well, I don't know where this thing is coming from, but people have developed the habit of cursing their children or saying negative things to them whenever they wrong them, forgetting that these are the very children that will grow up to come and take care of them in the near future. So we place a curse on them, their life becomes stagnant. How will they be able to take care of you? So let us cease from this action. Instead of cursing or saying negative things, use your mouth or your tongue to rather pray for them. It shouldn't be an occasional thing, but it should be a daily thing of praying for them. 4, be a good example. I always say that whenever you are a good example, your children learn from you. In the case of using the word please, sorry, and thank you as the head of the family, as a mom, as a guardian, it should never leave your lips. You learn to say please whenever you want a task to be done for you, sorry when you go wrong, and thank you whenever the task has been completed for you. Oftentimes, we feel so bossy to say sorry because we think we take care of them. So we don't owe them any apology. They are human beings just like you. You need to apologize apologize to them whenever you go wrong. In doing this, you are being a good example to them. And if you are the type that is always abusive and insultive, your children will grow up learning that this thing is a normal thing. They will send it to the public, to school, to so many places, and it will be a disgrace to you as a parent or a guardian. So please, in as much as possible, let us be of good behavior to our children. And then 5, let us develop good partnership with our family. Being the head of the family, it is advisable to take decisions whilst involving your family, especially the younger ones. Never say that they are young, so you not involve them. In cases like wanting to have another child, you need to involve the older ones. Yes, because one way or the other, they will have a role or responsibility to play when the younger one comes. So they also have the right to know. It shouldn't be a decision that is made only by you and your wife. Some people even take decisions without consulting their wife and then their children. And we know how it all ends up. Very terrible. So let us try as much as possible. The family itself is a team. So a team that doesn't work together automatically collapses. So let us come together and practice some of these things, and we know that we will have a peaceful and a harmonious home. So let's move to our offices. Are you a boss, a CEO, a manager, a manageress, or you even have apprentices working under you? Always appreciate, encourage, and reward creativity. It is never easy for somebody to be creative. So whenever you see that your subordinate, your servant, your apprentice is doing something, appreciate it. No matter how little it is. To create something is very difficult. So learn to appreciate and reward it. It will boost the person to do it more and more. And then 2, one of the most important, learn to keep secrets, personal secrets. As a boss, a CEO, a manager at the working environment. You know, some of us are staying with our parents. We are not having peace. Some are staying with the wives and children. They are not having peace at all. Some people just can't differentiate between work and then home. They bring home issues to the workplace, and then they send work issues to the home. So if your subordinate finds confidence in you and console in you that this is the problem that I'm going through, never betray their trust by sharing it with other colleagues. Learn to keep their personal secrets for them to always come and confide in you. These things are so common. You realize that you have a problem and you voice it out, and later you will be hearing it among your colleagues. If you are a boss and you are doing that, cease from this action because it kills a lot. And then 2, let us know how to solve issues. Let us be flexible in solving issues. Wherever there are 2 or more people, there will be quarrels, there will be arguments. But how you solve it as a leader counts a lot. Come into conclusion, bring them together, and then solve it amicably. Don't be biased. Yes, because this person is my favorite, so I'm going to defend her. I'm going to be on her part. Be very careful how you treat people, because the table can turn at any time. Tables turn at any time. So be very careful. Be equal in taking justice. And then the last one, but not the least, this is very, very important. There should be effective communication. How you communicate with your subordinates as a leader at the workplace is very important. Whenever you give a task to be done, make sure that you give it clearly. Wherever there is a miscommunication, a work is half done, is poorly done, or is never done. So the best thing is to ask for feedback. You give instruction and then you ask, please, do you understand? Yes. Okay, so give me a feedback of what I said. If you really understand, then you realize that, oh, the person really understands. Communication is the key. Is the key. So let us cultivate the habit of always getting feedback and always giving a clear and vivid instructions. And remember, be careful of how you use your power as a leader, because it won't last forever. Like I said, the table can turn at any time. If you are a good leader today, when you go on pension, you will enjoy, and that enjoyment will affect your future generation. If you are a bad leader today, when you go on pension, it's going to be worse. And that worst thing is going to affect your generation. Until then, be good. Take care of yourself, and shalom.